Hello guys, Jason Myers here again, participating in the HORRORman's slashback Saturday challenge, week 4 video nasties. Hope everyone's having a early great Saturday. It's only been Saturday for about 45 minutes here. I'm on the west coast in the great state of Washington, but here I am bringing one of our great video nasties of 82. That's the 1981 Nightmare in a Damaged Brain. This is a very controversial film. I'd seen this once a while back, but I watched the cut version. I finally got myself the uncut version because this movie forever was hard to find the uncut version. But 88 Films does such a great job. A lot of people are busting out their 88 Films for this topic because they do such a good job with these old video nasties. But to Nightmare in a Damaged Brain, was a very good movie. What I would say about this movie is if you like Maniac, you're probably gonna like this movie. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's as good as Maniac, but you could tell the director was very influenced with Maniac. The killer in this very much reminds me of Frank Zito, the Joe Spinell character of Maniac. It felt like the director was like, yeah, I love Maniac, I love Halloween. And you could see the point of view shots, kind of Michael Myers-y. The killer doesn't remind me of Michael Myers, but some of the shots, you could tell he liked Carpenter's way he shot stuff. And it's got a little bit in the beginning, a lot remind me of Taxi Driver, which was really cool because I love Taxi Driver. Just for like all that old dirty 70s New York look is always intriguing to me. The Warriors is one of my favorite movies, stuff like that. But I like that. I wish because a lot of these old slashers from this day and age, their filler is kind of boring. I wish they would have stuck with more of the dirty New York, the grittiness of that as the filler, instead of more of the family that he's gonna go after. That's a little boring, but it's not bad either. I don't think the acting's terrible. A few people are pretty bad. I mean, this is gonna have some bad acting, but some of it's pretty good. I especially like the main kid. His name's CJ in the movie. He's very realistic. It's kind of like he's not like stupid like a lot of little kids in movies are very stupid. He's like kind of like how us as horror fans probably thought as kids, like we could take on the killer. Like he's gonna make a mistake, we're gonna counter that, and he's ready to counter, and that's pretty cool. They made him really realistic, and I really like that about it. The killer is really good. Like I said, very like, it goes a lot into his psyche, very much Maniac, like where you're kind of seeing him trying to fight it in a way, but it's got him and it's got him good, and he's a killer. And by the end of the movie, he knows he's a killer. And it's him dealing with it. Did I like this movie? Yeah, I really did like it. I think it needs a remake. It would be awesome. There probably is a soft remake. I'm pretty sure there's a... maybe there's not. Maybe... if there's a sequel, like a soft sequel, there might be. I didn't really research that. I'm just freely talking. But yeah, that's Nightmare in a Damaged Brain. And this is that 88 Films release. I'm just going to read the back to you guys really quick because that's just going to help you a little bit better. Few slasher classics have proven to be more controversial than Romanos Cavalli's Sicko Slicema epic Nightmare in a Damaged Brain, finally unleashed in the UK, uncut and uncensored for the first time since the days of VHS. Back when distributors of this bloodthirsty Halloween cash-in were imprisoned for 18 months just for daring to unleash it, Nightmare in a Damaged Brain depicts the slow, mental burn down of an escaped psychopath as he hacks his way through New York's 42nd Street horny teenagers, twist reveals featuring enough, stuff, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like it kind of cheats you a little bit there. It doesn't show him, like, killing a lot of people in New York. Don't go into that thinking you're going to get that. But, I mean, go into it like a lot of, like, those early 80s slashers. You're going to get a half a dozen great kills, a lot of not so good filler, and overall... pay your dues to these these great movies, because they paved the way for other great slashers. And I love to watch these kind of movies. Yeah, I always go into watching these movies knowing what I'm watching, and I tell people when I recommend them to younger crowds that are getting into horror, and other people, like, I let them know about it. You have to watch them in the eyes of something that was going on 40 years ago, 35 years ago. And if you watch them with that kind of mindset, they're so much better. And the transfer is really solid. I mean, this movie wasn't shot very good. It's kind of like a lot of these movies of that era. They're kind of they're almost shot like stuff films, but they're not. You could tell they're real movies, but it that makes them more gritty and just a little better. And I do recommend this movie if you haven't seen it and you liked Maniac. You're probably gonna like this one. And I've got nothing else to say. You guys have a wonderful Saturday. Hope to see all you guys' videos out there. And next week's, I think he chose Sporty. So with the Super Bowl coming up, I'm going to have to think about that one for a minute. But I look forward to it. I like a challenge. So that's why I guess it's the Slashback Challenge. Have a great Saturday again, guys. Later.